One more thing I want to reflect about my expansion is worthiness. This capacity to receive is the frequency that I'm landing on. The first time that feeling of worthiness that I came across it was, as best I can recall, is after my awakening, like last year. I had this moment where it felt like I am the lamb who is worthy to open the scroll. And I guess the scroll is reflected as the quantum multiverse. So like, yes, I'm the one who can access it. I can access it. I'm worthy to access it because I am that I am. It also came with a revelation of unconditional love, which is something that I had never maybe allowed myself to experience before, or I had never experienced before. I guess maybe sometimes it was offered to me, but I guess I'd never felt worthy of receiving unconditional love until I realized exactly what it is. And yes, I want that. Like, love me in all my phases, in all my shifts of reality, in all my parallel versions. Just, I want somebody who can love me for that. And I realized like my parents could not do that for me because, yeah, growing up, there was conditions, there was hard work and efforting and the feeling of trying to earn that love by being a good kid and not be getting into trouble or getting expelled or such things like that, or working hard to have good grades. I'm so glad that I have vibrated above those concepts of like working hard to get what I desire, to follow my desire, to follow my path. Efforting is not my thing. I like ease. I mean, ease is me. Efforting, so it just makes my body tense and gives me that feeling that I am being separated from my inner being. I am focusing upon something that my inner being is not focused upon, because my inner being is focused upon exactly what I desire, which is ease. When I'm aligned with my inner being, when I'm in sync, I feel that ease flowing. With this worthiness, the journey of worthiness, after I felt that feeling of being, you are the lamb that is worthy to open the scroll. It's because I did go through the Christianity modality. I had to surrender. It's what drew me to this kind of life. I wanted to know, like, what is this surrender that people keep talking about? This whole killing your flesh thing and this anointing thing, because people always told me that I had this anointing, but I have no idea what they meant. But right now, I do know what they mean. But before, I was just a normal person. What do they mean by this anointing? I did have to surrender to the inbuilt control that was already there. And I know I did not do it easily. Like, when you're trying to jump off a ledge, you just keep looking to see, like, okay, I'm going to land on that thing. I'm going to land on that thing, which is going to cushion my blows. So I'm not going to die a suicidal death, something like that. That kind of feeling. When I definitely wanted to surrender to God, which was what Romans 12, 1 and 2 was all about. What helped me jump into that cushion that was down there, that I I knew that was there, but I had to be convinced of, was when I listened to this podcast, when I listened to Bashar, the channeled entity from Daryl Anka. And he says, like, you gotta, it's easy to surrender because like there's already an inbuilt control in the universe. There's well-being already established in the universe. Like well-being is a sure thing. So that together with Abraham Hicks, and like I started believing like, yes, there's well-being. By of course pointing out, okay, that could have gone horribly wrong, but it did not. It went only this way, and I survived, lived to fight another day. And that's already inbuilt control. And see how things went okay. I did not die, blah, blah, blah. So soothing myself inch by inch, shifting myself into that mode and state of being of surrender helps me to be more open to worthiness, to open my capacity to receive, especially from myself. That is a hard thing, receiving from myself. I don't know why that was a hard thing. Like right now that I'm shifting into this new version of me, I am realizing that receiving from myself was a hard thing because, like, you just amass all this wealth for like a future, whatever. And I never really invested in myself. And now I'm learning that it's okay to receive from myself. And I'm doing that by investing in myself, in my future, in who I'm becoming. This whole opening myself to receiving from myself has helped me open myself to receive from others. And this has shown up in my workplace by letting others help me out because I was always over, I can do this, but like trying to prove myself. I don't know who the fuck I'm trying to prove myself to because if I know I'm worthy, like, yes, the whole universe will just reflect that. Okay, now I am understanding that. I guess before I did not understand that. So now I'm understanding, like, yes, if I think myself worthy of ease, having an easy life, having people help me out, the universe reflects that and shows me. And I love that. And I increase the momentum of that by pointing it out. Oh, look at how the universe is sending people to help me out. Because, these cooperative components, whether they be people or things, they all have their inner beings and all being managed by the law of attraction. And whatever reality they are imagining for themselves, that is what the reality is giving them an opportunity to do. Like, I work with people who just believe, definitely like me, I used to. Like, you have to work hard to get ahead. And now that I believe that I don't have to do that, I just let people who believe that work for me. Like, and I still get paid for it. Like, it just works out. Like, the law of attraction is an amazing manager. It matches up people with what they believe. I may be a high vibrational being, attracting high vibrational experiences. And I am also co-creating with a person who may be high vibrational being but hasn't broken through the matrix. So they're what they're exploring is working in my favor to increase my ease. It's not a bad thing. I've had to learn to accept that. Before, I used to be so mad, like, do these people think I cannot handle this? Why are they trying to help me? I had that kind of attitude until I really incorporated this saying that Abraham Hicks says, everything is always working out for me. I mean, that has become a knowing for me. Like, yes, everything is always working out for me. That, coupled with the fact that nothing has meaning except the meaning that you give unto it, has helped me to get into a more receptive mode to allow myself to receive more of what the universe is trying to give to me in terms of receiving help from other people who want to help me. They find joy in helping me because that's how their matrix is organized. Yes, my reality is mashed up with cooperative components who will help me out. And another thing that also helped me to be more receptive, get into this worthy state of being, is I stopped justifying why I want what I want or why I did what I did. I stopped telling myself or narrating that story to myself by realizing, okay, I am where I am and where I am is fine. By accepting myself, loving myself in all versions of myself that could exist in the quantum, and which I would be embodying at that point. And knowing that I could pivot into another different version of myself that I want. Plus, accepting where I am helps me to pivot into where I want to be. And stopping justifying why I want what I want really, or why it's not here, which would reinforce the lack concept of it. Help me move into or pivot, shift into a reality where I focus on I am that, even if it's not here. So I really don't even give any focus to like the not being here. I just embody the version of this is what I want. I have that. I've already put it into the my vortex, and I know my inner being is standing to that vortex, and therefore I know that I will step into it when I'm ready, and I cannot miss anything that is coming my way that is meant for me. If I want it, I get it. I like that energy. It's like that energy of like, I must become who I have become. I love becoming who I have become. I love moving towards the direction of my desires, towards where my inner being is calling me. That feeling is exhilarating. It's fun, it's exciting, it's ease, it's flow. I love those feelings, and I focus my attention on those feelings, and the more I focus on them, increases the momentum of them happening in my life. Therefore, the reality that I'm creating is exactly what I want to be creating at any point. And if in any case I run into something that I do not want to create, I do not judge it. I would remain neutral to it by expressing how interesting it is, knowing that everything is working out for me for my good, and wanting and willing to explore that in an expansive way, in a way that I control my contrast that helps me expand, and loving the nature of my expansion. And that helps me move towards things that other people would term as challenging. I think they are exciting and interesting new ways. A break from the monotony of life, kind of thing. It's exciting. I love it. Another thing that I've realized is I just started accepting compliments as a reflection of who I am. Before, when people used to compliment me, I was always, I don't know, shy about it or wanting to give it back. Oh, you do not mean that. Oh, stop that kind of thing. You all know that when you're shy. But like, you know what? I am it. If it's something that I want to become, I embody it. I am it, and I just appreciate them for them noticing, which is also in turn me noticing that new expansive level or feeling that I want to be. Worthiness, it turns on when you start feeling that feeling and practice that feeling of worthiness where you can do anything that you want to be. You turn on the tap to all sorts of good things that are in your vortex, because that feeling of worthiness also kind of, you're tapping into it while you are in the vibrational state of receiving. Yes, in a receiving vibrational state. And when you're in a receiving vibrational state, all the other things that were on hold in your vortex start coming through, because you're in that receiving mode of feeling worthy to receive. So all those good things all the things that you desired and you had put in your vortex that your inner being has been tending to, your inner being starts just pushing them towards you because you are in that state of worthiness. Good ideas start flowing into you. Abundance, ease, flow, resistance melts away. This what resistance? What exactly? And yeah, that is a good place to be for me. I'm enjoying this place that I am, this blooming, this becoming. And I'll see you in the next update. Bye.